Yeah, and I mean, I think Mike said a lot of it. Okay, is that better? I would say, especially at that point, in what later became what I called a career, like I didn't really have a career. I was young and in New York, and I think for myself, as well as for a lot of people who get into the creative arts, the heart of that, so much of the impetus behind doing that is experimental, is trying things that feel uniquely yours or uniquely collaboratively yours, and trying to do things that nobody else has done before, that make people feel a way that people haven't felt before, and often that doesn't work out, but I think you said something that I found really interesting, and I found it kind of catching in my brain, which was the whole notion of experimental or improvisation not being so much work, but more like an exercise. And now looking back on this film, I would say I came into making shit all about the process. And then I spent probably 15 years like trying to get jobs and looking at other people and being really scared that like I had to learn to do it right, that I had to learn to do the job of it. And then I hit another point in my career much, much later, after 70, 80 projects, where I was like, oh, Rick Rubin talks a lot about the beginner's mind and how to get back to the beginner's mind. And it took me 15 years to get back to the place where the process is the work, and getting comfortable enough with myself in the way that I was before I knew to be scared, to experiment with shit and to let it go wrong, to not try to tightly control it, to really allow the situation and the energy and the inspiration of the people that you're working with to drive a project in a place that you because that's what collaboration is. You don't you can come up with something on your own, and you'll hear about directors who are like, I wish I could do animation. I wish I could have puppets who just did exactly what I wanted. And what I think was so great about what these guys did, and then the scene with the Duplass brothers and Lynn Shelton and so many of those folks who I wound up collaborating with later, was the lightning in a bottle that you can actually catch in terms of finding something real when you're not trying to control it, and when you're really letting go of the reins. And I think I am so grateful that this project really set a template for how powerful that can be. And I think how powerful that can be as an audience member, to watch something and know that it might go off the tracks at any point. There's something really cool and exciting about that.